Buhari has finally finished us. Nigerians lament as pure water now sells for 300 naira or 400 naira per bag. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Nigerians living in the Federal Capital Territory FCT Abuja have lamented the over 100% rise in the price of sachet water, popularly known as pure water. According to them, President Muhammad Buhari government has finally finished the masses by taking ordinary water out of their reach. Findings by Daily Post show that what is known as a bag of sachet water, which contains 20 sachets, is now sold for 200 naira to 250 naira by factories, while retailers sell for 300 to 400 naira as against the initial price between 80 to 150 naira. This means that a 50 cl sack of pure water, which was sold for 10 naira before now, is now sold for nothing less than 20 to 30 naira depending on the area. Resellers such as cold room operators sell at 240 naira a bag. This development followed the trend of minute-by-minute rise in prices of goods and services in the country, currently battling unimaginable inflation. Some sections of Abuja residents who shared their grievances with Daily Post lamented that pure water has been their savior due to the unavailability of a reliable supply of safe and hygienic water. Daily Post findings further reveal that millions of people in the country, especially in the commercial cities, shanties and rural areas, rely on the popular pure water for their daily drinking needs. Pure water producers under the Association of Table Water Producers Association of Nigeria on Thursday announced that they have imposed an increase due to rising production costs. Water producers are to sell to their customers if less than 100 bags as 200 naira per bag, the notice partly said. However, some pure water companies who spoke to Daily Post in Abuja all cited the increase in cost of production, saying that they could no longer afford to produce at a loss. We cannot continue the way we are going. At a point, many of us wanted to shut down completely, but after a general meeting last week, we decided to carry on, but not as we used to. One of our factory operators, who pretend not to be mentioned, told Daily Post. What is the essence of venturing in a business if instead of making gains, you are losing the little one you have secured? Prices of raw materials we use for production are now 200% higher than what we used to buy them. So the only option to remain in business is to increase the price of the product, he added. Nigerians on the streets of Abuja and marketplaces are not happy with the development and are calling on the government to show more concern to the plight of ordinary Nigerians. June Iwebulam, who loads taxi in Wuse Motor Park, said, "My brother, this one tire me. How we want take survive? Just when we dey talk say we no fit buy food chop again, now water don't join food. I stand here under the sun for the whole day. When it was 10 naira, I drink at least 10 to 15, but now I have reduced this to 5. This government is killing us faster than we expected. Now only God will save us." Mama Aminat, a market woman in AMAC Market, said, "What you want make I talk? You no say everything don't spoil. Buhari don't finally finish us. The worst you can do to any living thing is to deny them water. Food aside, no one can do without water, and that many people can no longer afford ordinary pure water is a big problem. I be mama, I get 4 children before. We dey buy 3 bags for 360, but now 3 bags now 750 naira. Tell me how we want take do am? Now only water person go drink." An Abuja-based medical expert who spoke on condition of anonymity told Daily Post that a hike in price of sachet water may lead to waterborne diseases and deaths. According to him, people mostly those living in shanties and rural areas will now resort to contaminated water due to their inability, to afford cleaner water for themselves and members of their families. He listed some of the most common waterborne diseases to include typhoid fever, cholera, giardia, dysentery, Escherichia coli, E. coli, hepatitis A, salmonella, and called on the current administration to see to the welfare of ordinary Nigerians, adding that if all citizens have access to clean water, these diseases would not exist. This is no longer a news that the price of goods and services, most especially in the price of things we cannot avoid, food and water, as it is skyrocketing on a minute per minute. I may go to the market right now in the morning and I get a particular thing at a particular price. And maybe in the late afternoon or evening, I will not be able to get it at that price. That is it. Reason, the person selling might be selling old stock. And when I go there, he or she gives me an old stock price. On going to the market to buy, to restock her shop or her store, at the end of the day, she realizes she is almost at a loss. So what does she do? She comes and she increases it. This is quite happening, and monies, permits me to use the word, monies are being channeled to places where it shouldn't be at this point in time. It is not that those places are not okay, but as for the economy right now, it is bad. This morning we got information how the federal government said they wanted to start paying students, NCE students, stipends and some other undergraduates. Now we are saying, how will this be sustainable? We are talking about this and people's salaries have not been paid. Many academic lecturers and non-academic lecturers, their salaries have not been paid. And yet, they are about signing a bill into law where they're going to be paying students stipend. That notwithstanding, let's look about the issue of salaries. A basic salary is 30,000 naira. And this basic salary, in most places, they are not prone to increase, no matter how long you work. Or some, they are prone to increase, but they'll tell you it's a 1 year or a 2 year kind of increase. It's a yearly increase. And there is hike of prices on a daily. Now a civil servant that earns, or a worker that earns 30,000 naira, and the person feeds, how does the person survive? How do you expect the person to survive with all this brouhaha now going on? How does the person survive? How does the person feed his or her children? How does he take care of their medical bills when they are sick? How does he pay their school fees from this same money and also take care of himself? The situation of the common man in Nigeria is getting so bad. Like, it is getting bad, and people are almost at the brink of depression, because businesses also, they'll tell you things they used to buy for such a particular amount. When you go back, it is no longer the amount. In fact, some of them, they run into losses because they buy at this price, they sell. On going back to order for more or buy more, at the end of the day, they're the one at loss because they have kept selling at the initial price that they bought. It is quite unfortunate, and it is no longer news. We just hope that we are going to come out of this alive. A lot of things is causing the inflation. A lot of things. Number one is insecurity. Number two is our economic is decaying. We have so much debt outside, and yet nothing has been said on how to make sure we pay this debt during this present administration that borrowed it. Nothing has been said. It is quite a thing. It's a thing saddening. That is why most of our youths are looking for means to at least go out to get greener pastures. But yet, they are not even finding it that easy. They are not finding it funny at all. They are not finding it funny. We all know the situation. It is not alien to us. We only hope and pray that we survive this, and there is a way out. That is all I can say. Because looking at the present situation, even the few companies that are in Nigeria and investing in Nigeria, they are packing out due to the insecurity level that is happening in Nigeria. They of course, at these high places now where there's so much insecurity, they have no other option than to shut down, because people cannot work in a place where there is no safety of life or property. On this note, we have come to to the end of the news. Thank you so much for tuning in to listen till I come your way next time. Enjoy the rest of your day.